I was cleaning up today and I came across English literature book from grade 12, and I'd just like to read some of my favorite poems from this book. So I'm going to start with Christopher Marlowe, who was born the same year as Shakespeare. The passionate shepherd to his love. Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove, that hills and valleys, dales and fields, our woods or steepy mountain yields. And we will sit upon the rocks, seeing the shepherds feed their flocks by shallow rivers, to whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. And I will make thee beds of roses in 1,000 fragrant poses, a cap of flowers and a kirtle, embroidered all with leaves of myrtle, a gown made of the finest wool, which from our pretty lambs we pull, fair-lined slippers for the cold, with buckles of the purest gold, a belt of straw and ivy buds, with coral clasps and amber studs. And if these pleasures may thee move, come live with me and be my love. The shepherd swains shall dance and sing for thy delight each May morning. If these delights thy mind may move, then live with me and be my love. All right, then on to Shakespeare. I'll read a couple sonnets of his. Sonnet 29. When in disgrace with fortune in men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least, yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sun earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I score to change my state with kings. And I think this is my favorite sonnet of his, Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no! It is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, the rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Okay, and John Donne, song. Sweetest love, I do not go for weariness of thee, nor in hope the world can show a fitter love for me. But since that I must die at last, 'tis best to use myself in jest, thus by feigned deaths to die. Yesternight the sun went hence, and yet is here today. He hath no desire nor sense, nor half so short a way. Then fear not me, but believe that I shall make speedier journeys, since I take more wings and spurs than he. Oh, how feeble is man's power, that if good fortune fall, cannot add another hour, nor a lost hour recall. But come bad chance, and we join to it our strength, and we teach it art and length, itself o'er us to advance. When thou sighest not wind, but sighest my soul away. When thou weepest, unkindly kind, my life's blood doth decay. It cannot be that thou lovest me, as thou sayest, if in my life thou waste, that art the best of me. Let not thy divining heart forethink me any ill. Destiny may take thy part, and may thy fears fulfill, but think that we are but turned aside to sleep. They who one another keep alive, ne'er parted be. And this is John Milton on his blindness. When I consider how my life is spent, ere half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide lodge with me useless, though my soul more bend to serve there with my Maker and present my true account, lest he returning chide. Doth God exact day labor, light denied? I fondly ask, but patience to prevent. That murmur soon replies, God does not need either man's work or his own gifts. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and post o'er land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. And finally, this is one of my favorite. I had read this, I used to have this in my heart. This is from Lord Byron. She walks in beauty. She walks in beauty like the night, of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellow to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace which all below, a heart whose love is innocent.